Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck.
Well, what do you know? It's time to go. Listen to the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show, live from the Twin Cities. It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos.
Actually pity those poor bastards we're going up against. By God, I do.
Let's get this hit show started.
There was chaos just outside the studio.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah.
I missed it. What happened?
There's a car completely flipped upside down outside the Alive and just down the block.
Yeah.
And there was a woman who had hair color like you, and I went, "Oh, Courtney won't be on the show."
But then you noticed it was a BMW or some sort of non-beater car.
But yeah, it was difficult to tell. It was banged up and upside down, and there was an ambulance and flashing lights. But my selfish thought was, I wonder how the show will go today. No concern for your well-being at all.
Oh, well, Rusty, I'm very touched at least that
I
you...
was concerned.
Yeah,
I almost thought about pulling over, and I did. Well, I'll be late for the show.
They look like they could use some help. She's bleeding profusely. Holy shit. The podcast starts in a few minutes.
Gotta go. I gotta go.
There was cops and ambulances. You helicopter in? You missed it.
I did miss it because I came from a different direction this morning.
You always come from a different direction.
Yes.
That implies someone had a sleepover.
Ooh, you tell.
That implies someone had a sleepover. Hey, it's a Twin Cities Hit Show. I'm Rusty Gatenby.
I'm Chuck Gollop.
I'm Courtney McLean.
The resident hussy across the table. No, we actually enjoy that because we followed you on Tinder.
Yeah. Yes.
And now we're following this romance.
See, this is the thing is that... Right, I got on Tinder last week for this show, and then just happened that, like, one of the first dudes that I met, we just get along really well in lots of ways.
Mm-hmm. And he was not upset that you talked about him on the air.
No, not at all. He was.
She talked about his penis. I think he'd be grateful.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He was very grateful because I have
photograph his penis. We'd like to see it.
But okay, no,
Rusty,
I can just really describe it to you really well.
No, that's all right.
Rusty, has she ever talked about your penis? I don't think she's talked about my penis. So basically you don't like...
I'm probably not going to talk about you guys' penis.
Good.
But maybe Jennifer will IM me today, Rusty.
No, she better not. She does when she can listen at work, my wife. And I hope all you folks listening at work enjoy the show and get ready because the show is going to be steamy today.
We've got Kelly from the Great Northern Sexcast, which is one of our fellow Alive and Social Network podcasts.
I've got more than that. I have a surprise for you guys.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, first of all, we do have a guest coming in on Friday who writes, how would you describe these romance novels? Adult, sexy romance novels.
Yeah, erotica fiction.
Erotica fiction, like 50 Shades of Grey and that kind of a thing.
In the voice of Gilbert Gottfried.
Tina Ness... Tina Ness is her name, and she is going to be joining us Friday. She has a novel, I Will Always Be You. It Will Always Be You. It Will Always Be You, with the sexy man on the cover.
Yeah.
And
he is half dressed. She is fully dressed. That's refreshing.
Bullshit.
Well,
what about men's rights, equality, all that shit? I make $1.33 on the dollar for what you people make. It is not right that I have to take my shirt off.
It's $1.23. Because it's 77 cents to the dollar.
I'm Jewish.
Cool.
I get the 10-dime add-on for anything involving money, even a mention. Thank you.
I'm a Jew. I'm Jewish. I get to be racist. Anyway.
We have Kelly Guest from the Sexcast coming on. They have a show today that they're doing that involves swingers.
Ooh.
There's a person who organizes swinger clubs here in Minnesota. That's going to be on the Great Northern Sexcast?
Sexcast, yeah.
So Kelly Guest is on her way right now. She's going to be talking about that.
Excellent.
And then, because we have this guest coming on Friday, Tina Ness, It Will Always Be You, this sexy, romantic novel. I had Jeff Dubay read some excerpts from the novel.
Oh, yes.
Jeff Dubay has a strong history in sports. He's a man's man. He's a sports guy.
He's a man's man.
Yeah, he knows his hockey. Oh, sure, he had problems with the law and had a little drug thing and got fired here and there. But his main focus is his sports knowledge and his manliness. I had Jeff read 3 excerpts from
brilliant.
It Will Always Be You.
Well, here we go.
Did you want to hear this?
I sure do.
Do you have okay?
Do I need to get a wet nap or something?
You might. This is about 6-7 minutes, so be prepared. Yeah.
Buckle up.
Keep in mind, Jeff, he really didn't want to do this. We kind of forced him to, but here we go. Jeff Dubay, the sports guy, reading excerpts from It Will Always Be You.
By Tina Ness.
Hello? Okay, so just start anytime? Yep. All 3 parts? Or just the first part? All right. 3, 2, and 1. Within seconds, he has me backed up, tucked between him and my open car door. His mouth is on mine, and his hand disappears into my black work pants and deep down into panties. Time out! This is a woman's part. Part. God. But the problem is, Rusty's not funny, so I'm going to come off like an idiot. Oh, well, thanks. All right. Take 2. Jesus. Should I read it in a woman's voice? Should I read it in a falsetto woman's voice?
Run my fingers through it.
Oh God! This can't end well. All right, I'll just do it. 3, 2, 1. Within seconds, he has me backed up, tucked between him and my open car door. His mouth is on mine, and his hand disappears into my black work pants and deep down into my panties. Yes, panties. I gasp, and he bites down on the lower lip I'd moments ago used to get him going, like only I can. His fingers dip into my sex, and he moans as he does it. You weren't kidding. You weren't kidding, he whispers in my ear. I'm surprised as he withdraws his hand, since it had only touched me a moment. Seeing my surprise, he grins devilishly. And then he brings his fingers up to his mouth and sucks one, then the other. What I'm doing to you right now tastes delicious. My knees feel like limp noodles. This is the single most sexy thing I've ever experienced. That's the end of part 1. And Jesus Christ, how am I supposed to get fucking dinner up? And by the way, Rusty, if you hear this, you're funny. You know, I'm just... All right. It is. Weird. All right. Part 2. I'm hoping it's a little less gay than the first part. Not that there's anything. All right, Marshall. I'm sitting here on my bed in my black lace panties with nothing but a candle lighting my way and your voice. My voice quivers with big beach kitty. I want to touch you. I want you to rub your hand over your stomach. Now slowly run your hand up to your sweet pink nipples. I do as I'm told. A long, easy moan fills my room. Oh, Beth, I loved that sound. I keep working over my breasts, one at a time. I mean, how else? Roll each one between your fingers now. How does it feel? Oh, Marshall, it feels so damn good. Now I want your hand to travel down to your inner thighs. Touch your fingers lightly over them, and imagine I'm kissing everywhere you touch. My hand keeps skimming softly up and down my thighs, while behind my closed lids I imagine the view of the top of his head moving all around my body. I can't stand it anymore. I want to taste you. I want to taste you. My mouth is watering for your taste. And I want you to slowly roll your panties off. Again, I do as I'm told, and the warmth of his desire and mine fully engulfs me. Now, touch yourself and tell me exactly how this feels. His words are laden with arousal, as are mine. I really have to say this. I'm so wet, Marshall. Put me on speakerphone, Beth, because I want you to use both hands Use both hands. I shiver as I press the speaker button and lay the phone down on the pillow next to me. Marshall, I so badly want to touch you. All right. All right. As soon as you have both hands working, one hand on your soft, sweet wetness, and the other hand on your breasts, massaging them and rolling your nipples, of course, again, one at a time. That's how we do things. I moan really loudly now. Take your pants off, I demand. Okay, he agrees. I keep up my solo dance as he does. Don't touch yourself yet. I would be rubbing my hands along your sexy abs, and that's what I want you to do. I'm nearing climax, as are the listeners. So I stop briefly. Don't stop, Beth. How the heck does he know? Low point, and I've been arrested for drug possession. Oh, Rusty, I'm gonna get you for this. Part 3. Oh shit! I hope it's a short part. This is fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I'm getting turned on. Hang on. I gotta wet the whistle. Don't forget, I'm moist and wet. Jesus Christ. It's fucking degrading. All right, here we go. He rises from the bed and very subtly adjusts himself, clearly needing to be removed of his restrictive attire. He takes a hold of my hips. His touch sends an electrical current through to every one of my nerves as they quake with delight. God damn, woman, you're so fucking sexy. His words of appreciation play over and over again in my head as he runs his hands over my ultra-sensitive flesh. How'd they know? I begin to work at removing his clothes, but it doesn't stop him for touching me every second he can. And once I've freed him from every last article of clothes, including those lucky cotton briefs, he lowers me gently to the bed. I reach for the glorious beast. I reach for the glorious beast, but he takes my wrist to stop me, thank God. I told you I wanted to taste more of you. You need to let me do that first. My restraint may not be as impressive as I'd like it to be after that little show you just put on. I laugh. So you liked it then? Oh, he shakes his head. You have no idea how much I liked it. But let me try and show you. Close your eyes. You can really focus on feeling me. His mouth starts at my neck, while the tips of his fingers graze slowly over my body and up and down the side of my ribs. It's unlike any sensation I've ever felt. It's almost a tickle, but not one that makes you laugh. It's erotic, like he's waking up every inch of skin that he brushes over, like I'm feeling my own skin for the first time. People who read this, by the way, just get Cinemax. This is fucking ridiculous. Every last little touch sends a very clear message to my sex. Fingers dance over my collarbone and continue a path down the very middle of my chest, touching every inch except my nipples that are so tense with arousal. I love that. It may be too much to have them touched. Nipping softly at the flesh of my belly, he starts to glide his fingers over each of my inner thighs. It takes every bit of my restraint to keep from bucking my hips as he does. I feel the sweat begin to bead up on my temples and my neck as the tantalizing stimulation continues. He lowered it down my body while his teasing fingers, I'm never going to forgive Rusty for this, glide over each of my hips and thighs, arousing each nerve under his tender touch. Oh, baby, he moans. And I open my eyes only to see that wide, naughty grin. I could never get tired of seeing how wet I can make you, and that's it. God, that was the worst thing I've ever had to do in my life. How can people read that shit?
Thank you.
He rivals Gilbert Gottfried.
That was
He liked it.
He loved it.
He totally loved it.
Pretend he didn't
But
like it.
that was hilarious with all the Rusty,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
How many people listening right now are turned on like I am? Anyone? Anyone?
How about Tom Shane reading from
Who's Tom Shane?
from the Diamond Place?
So-
I'm Tom Shane.
Oh, yeah, okay.
In case you've just tuned in, the last 6 or 7 minutes have
Yes.
been Jeff DeBay reading from Tina
Oh, my
Nesset,
God.
who is a erotica novel author, and her
I-
book "It Will Always
Yes.
Be You," and she will be joining us on Friday.
Yeah, we wish her success because
Yes.
people, 50 Shades of Grey, they've had huge success, and authors starting to write later in life have had great success. The
Yeah.
Harry Potter woman, J.K. Rowling,
Yeah.
she didn't write till later in life.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
I'm Tom
And, you know,
Shane.
like how Jeff said in that was so brilliant, but with the Barry White in the background.
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
that was really wonderful. And how he was like, just get Cinemax. I personally love reading erotica. I think
Oh,
for women,
there you
it's
go.
like the words and the imagination really does something more than just like the visuals do. I know men are more visual. Anyway, I'm just saying that's what.
even the
erotica
words
is
of
for.
Jeff,
Yeah.
did they?
He is just
Even the
really.
words of Jeff.
His inflection is incredible. He's he's in the wrong place. Goddamn woman.
So coming
You're
up-
so fucking sexy.
Coming up
I'm Tom Shane.
We're going to keep a theme, I guess, because coming up later in the show, we're going
Mm-hmm.
to be talking to Kelly Guest from the Great Northern
Sexcast.
Sexcast,
Yeah.
and she's going to be talking about
So this is our sexy show. This is all everything's coming
about
together.
swingers. We're going to be talking though first
Yes.
to American Idol stylist.
Yes. So Jenny, who has been a friend of mine for a long time, but she has been the stylist on the American Idol tours for the past few
The
seasons. I
tours.
believe. The tours,
Not
yes.
the TV show, the tours.
But it's the same thing, isn't it?
I don't know. We'll
oh,
find
yeah.
out.
No,
Let's
it's the
find
yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, no, she's been working with the idols.
So is she out there in L.A. or?
She is actually. She was in New York. She was living in New York. We lived in New York together, actually. But she just recently moved to Nashville because that's where all the tours
Are you calling?
depart from. So, so she's just moved to Nashville about 5 months ago, and she
Oh,
lives
it's in
there
Nashville.
in a super cute little house. So,
So does she commute from Nashville
well,
for the gigs?
Well, no, I mean that's just where the tours take off from.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So,
Nashville? I did
yeah.
not know that. Sounds like the phone's ringing.
Yeah, Jenny. Hi, Jen. It's Court. Nothing. I got Chuck and Rusty with me.
Hey there.
Hi, Petunia.
That's the exact opposite of me, Jenny. And I'm always like, Chuck, stop calling me Petunia.
I usually just get Chuck go away.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, Jenny, thanks so much for being on with us today. We just wanted to chat with you and for you to tell us what it's like being the stylist on American Idol.
Do tell.
So wait, well, first off, how did you land the gig? Mm-hmm. And you are a hairstylist, and so she was like,
I'm a hairstylist. What ended up happening was she called me randomly, and apparently their hairstylist got shingles.
Ooh.
"Oh,
Oh. Thanks for the haircut, but my head kind of itches.
oh no."
Ah. Thanks for the haircut, but it's crooked because I couldn't see when I cut your hair.
Yeah.
So I literally flew out the next day.
Nice.
Met up with the tour, and ended up finishing that summer with them. I think it was out for 7 or 8 weeks.
Wow.
And the next year she came back. But she ended up, she got herself knocked up.
Yeah.
Her last summer.
That's what Courtney's trying to do right now, by the way.
Jenny, I've been having sex, Jenny. I'll tell you all about
Oh,
it later.
for God's sake. Oh, you will. Don't worry. Yeah.
So who were the and who were the idols? Who were the idols when you were on? Like,
My first year was the Scotty McCreery year.
Mm.
Elena, Susano.
Mm-hmm.
The only one who kind of continues to record and be in the spotlight is Scotty McCurry. I actually remember that he may be running for Senate.
What?
No
Wow.
way.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. He's still performing. He's coming here for a concert here in a few weeks. Yeah, I saw some ads.
Oh.
He's the young kid who had the deep voice, right? The country guy? Yeah.
Don't know.
And it seems like American Idol to politics seems to be the fallback career move. Because what's his face? The Ruben stuttered.
Oh, really?
Not Ruben. Who the gay Clay Aiken.
Aiken, yeah.
Is he going to politics?
He tried to run for office. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay.
He did not win. No. I'm just up on my idols.
That was Rusty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, I'm with you, Jenny. I've never seen it.
Do they sign you to secrecy? Is there some form that you have to sign that says, I will not divulge that so-and-so has horrible hair?
Dandruff.
Scabies.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, screw that. Let's dish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you still involved with American Idol? Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
How are
happening? Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Still going. How much input do you have? Do they come to you and go, I want a perm, and you're like, no, I don't think you should do a perm. Actually, let's go mohawk. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
And then, sometimes the girls get bored and they don't really like the styling that they had, and, they want to do something different for the tour. So, haircuts and color and things like that tend to happen. Not a big fan of perm, so.
Weird.
Were there any dudes who had bald spots that you had to spray with fake hair?
Asking for a friend.
Oh,
the answer is...
We'll take that as a yes.
Maybe. Is Magic 8 Ball, is Courtney getting laid? Maybe. Did Jenny spray paint heads? Yes.
Yes, definitely yes.
Oh.
Whoa. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Do you see diva behavior start to grow before the tour? Do some of them come to you as total like, I'm the next Madonna. Quickly do my hair. Oh, that's disgusting. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
good.
Nice, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just take it.
Or Rusty Gatenby.
Yeah.
Do they confide in you with their fears and insecurities and their sexy nightstands? Their one-night stands? I'm looking directly at Courtney. She's had a 2-night stand, by the way, to catch up with the show.
Man.
Uh-huh.
Privy to those types of situations, but it wasn't. I mean, yes, you're gonna. I'm a grown up, you know. A bunch of youngsters who are a lot of them have never even had a job. You know, some of them this is their first job ever.
Wow.
So
We're,
take on that big sister or aunt or spirit role, and yeah. So I mean, a little bit of everything. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you bond. You're
Yeah.
200 square feet with 9 other people.
Yeah.
Well, I know my wife's stylist. She tells her everything. They've been together for years. She knew all about. She knows probably stuff that I don't even know that my wife tells her stylist. So I just wondered if that happened.
well, here's my. Okay, this isn't for me. Are you single? Are you single?
Chuck, why are you asking this?
Okay, so that kind of gets rid of the weirdness. We were talking about the motherly role, but I'm thinking you're spending all this time with these people, and they hit on you, and hey, after the show, you want to go out and get a drink. Maybe you can give me some advice on what I can do for my hair next week.
But Jenny,
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Through not in any way associated with this gig, though, or was it?
yeah.
Oh. Oh, this is juicy. Tell us more.
Roadie love.
Oh, nice. Were there fistfights over you?
Right. Right.
Jenny's mine, dude. Back off.
Were there idols that you saw and went, well, that one's definitely going to be a star, that one's not going to make it? Are you surprised at the lack of careers on some of the people you got to know?
Yes. And then at the same time, surprised that people that are still at it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, yeah, like I'm still close to, a couple of the idols from a couple of seasons ago.
Who is that?
Janelle Arthur. Okay.
Well, when you're not doing Idol, what are you doing down there? You're in Nashville? Nice.
Ooh, excellent. Do you get discounts on sexy things? Mom, what discounts can you get me? Okay, that'll work.
Chuck just wants a used pair of underwear. That's all Chuck wants.
Any pair of underwear.
Chuck's not right. Well, good luck. Hopefully they go on tour again, huh?
Yeah, Jenny, I'm pulling for you, of course.
But you're going to be doing the dancing show you're going to do? Oh, cool.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. If now that we've met, I'm going to have Courtney send you a picture and just see if there's anything you could do with my hair. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of going for a new look, and I think
definitely need a new.
Yeah, I just feel like just a new direction, totally. Maybe. Yeah,
new hair, maybe new face.
Yeah, maybe new person.
I think you should grow it all out. Chuck,
I did.
It looks like you might have like a Wolfman thing going on.
Oh, I'm a hairy mofo. Yeah.
You've now just given Jenny a bad visual.
Yeah. Well,
Jenny, I think rainbow stripes.
Laser. I do laser. There's very little below the neck.
Wow.
But there's a lot to work with here. This is just a huge bush of hair on my head right now, and it's
sweet.
I'll show. We'll send you pictures. I'm curious to see what you do with it.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning. Tune into the podcast if you're woman enough, if you can handle it, because we're going to talk swingers parties coming up here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? They actually do that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
totally serious.
You have to do something when it's cold.
Oh my god. Oh,
Really? Oh, wait, I remember that.
Well, we may have.
I think so, yeah.
This,
Yeah.
If they looked at my resume and it just didn't fit their needs.
this show is totally gone in the gutter, man.
Ooh, listen to you. What are you wearing?
I love you. All right, Jen, we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. Bye.
All right.
Jenny the Stylist, everyone. Jenny the Stylist. Well done. Yay.
So, yeah, we are going to get dirty now. Kelly Guest has joined us, and we're going to talk about sex.
Yeah.
For the Great Northern Sexcast.
Sure.
And
Why not?
swinging
morning,
in
Kelly.
Minnesota.
Yeah. So this is kind of funny. It's been kind of a whirlwind 24 hours for the Great Northern Sexcast. Last night we were at the Gay 90s with the Sexpert. And she came and joined us, and the trannies were walking by. I mean, it just doesn't get any more fun than that. And then
That's what my dad says.
right? And the people that run the 90s are just a fun group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And she called me yesterday and said, Kelly, I've got to introduce you to all these people. And I was able to get this chick that sets up. Her name is Lisa. I don't know how much of her name we actually use of her real name. We'll find out when she comes on the show in a little while. But she organizes swingers events all over, and she's part of a huge nationwide network of swinging events. I know.
All right,
I
well,
can't wait to hear this.
We got to take a break. We're going to talk about that and other things sexy when the Twin Cities Hit Show comes right back. Stay tuned.
The Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck will be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff DeBay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff DeBay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
With Suhan Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com. The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
So seriously, I'm very uncomfortable with today's show. This has just gone.
Why, Rusty?
We had
Rusty?
Jeff DeBay.
Why?
Yeah, now you're fondling the mic stand in a very inappropriate way. Jeff, you missed it, Kelly. Jeff DeBay read from a adult sex novel. No, what? How do we call these?
Erotica novel.
Oh, okay.
How come I'm not hearing Courtney?
Yeah, I don't hear her either, actually.
Oh.
Check. There you are.
Check.
Erotica
Here I am.
novel.
There we go.
An erotica novel, yeah.
How'd that go?
Jeff DeBay reading it? Well, first of all, he was very uncomfortable reading it.
It was hilarious.
I would describe it as
hilarious.
painfully funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was painfully funny.
Or just straight up funny. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Has he been on your show yet?
Not yet. Jeff and I haven't. Yeah, we pass in the hallways, but haven't been on the air together in a really long time. I got to get him on there and just harass the crap out of him. Turn Michael loose on him. I think would be probably the best.
Well, and Jeff's got a heck of a life story, and he's very comfortable with owning up to it and talking about his life story. But I wonder what's in his head as far as sex.
I know. Well, dealing with these guys on the Great Northern Sexcast, Colleen Bertino and all of her fantasy gifts people, Rusty, every week something comes up that I'm like, really? I mean, and I'm well into my 40s. Okay, so it takes a lot, to get me down that path.
What do you mean, like that exists? Really, like what?
Who does that?
Oh,
you know what I mean? I mean, there's some trends out there that. Wow.
What trends have you talked about?
Pegging.
Oh my God.
Pegging.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really excited to.
You want to try that? Yeah.
I would love
pegging?
to. Pegging is where the lady.
Do I want to know, Chuck, what pegging is?
I don't
take
know.
it away.
Walk away.
The lady puts on a false member and does the man.
Does the man. And it's called pegging.
Pegging.
Okay, I guess I get why they call it pegging. Mark me down for no.
Yeah.
Strictly one-way traffic for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark me down for not enough beer.
I'm not sure. Wow. Why? Just wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's a yes for Chuck.
Right, well,
I'm still entering that. I didn't get laid for 12 years, so I'm just entering like a world here. There's like.
He'll take pegging. He'll take whatever he
Yeah,
can
that's fine. Peg me.
What other
Peg
trends?
there's something else called sounding. Have you heard about
Of
this?
that, no.
Go ahead.
Well, okay.
Wait, you know what? We should play a game. She names the term, and we guess what it means.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I dare you to guess
Okay, so
this
here we go.
one.
Sounding. I think that you scream into someone's open asshole.
I was just.
Yeah.
Echo.
Hey, you didn't have to say it twice. I didn't.
Oh, God.
I think it's where you ask, "Can you sound like my mom?"
I'm so turned on.
Oh, and I'm so upset.
I guess it would be more like a sound off, like I'm fucking you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
See, this whole room's going to get real quiet when I tell you what this actually is. This has to do with metal objects attached to very sensitive body parts, such as urethras, nipples, etc. And then there are these like sort of pitching fork things that go ting, ting, ting for the metallic.
Oh, the buzz.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh.
Yeah. And it sounds absolutely frightening to me, but they all just talk about it like, we've got full on kits and, yeah.
I like Courtney's better.
Yeah.
Okay, give me another one. This is fun.
Okay. Well, there's, the new trend in male ass play.
Oh.
I'm sure you know what that is. But
Okay, I can guess. It's where you play with someone's ass?
Let's name it. What would that be called?
Chuck.
Dude, this just brought me back to a part of my dream where I was taking pictures of donkeys.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm sorry, but
We need to practice our awkward silence with her more often. When she says that, just look at her.
I was like, ass play, donkeys, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, wait a minute, I had a dream. Anyway, moving on. Ass play for men.
Okay.
I don't know. I might have an idea, but maybe not.
It's just, I guess, really with that's mostly just the idea that it's becoming extremely popular, and the toys and the proliferation of them in the stores, and how many guys that you probably wouldn't suspect, like Rusty probably does it every other night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big trend that you don't expect.
It's a big trend. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
For the record, mark me down as no.
Mark you down as no. Yeah, I mean, but those are some of probably the most shocking things. And then, of course, there's all the various harnesses. Oh, okay, I know pony play. You ever heard of that one?
No. Okay.
Is that like where somebody sits on top of another person?
Don't answer yet. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's my guess.
Okay, Rusty?
What was your
Pony
guess?
play.
Pony play, like somebody sits on top of another person and that person rides them around. Like how, say, a father and a daughter used to do when,
Oh, this isn't your father's pony play.
No, this is not.
It's where you mix the best of both worlds. You have a feed bag of pizza while you make love. It's pony play.
You dye their mane pink, you comb their hair for them, and then you jerk them off. I don't know.
Well, you're not all terribly wrong. I mean, they actually have actual like entire getups, and they are expensive.
Yes.
I mean, to like ride people. Then there's all this gear, but Rusty, they have butt plugs that are like little horsey manes.
Oh, good.
And they make them out of roadkill.
Oh,
They
nice.
don't kill actual foxes to get the tails. They just make sure that they were all.
Now,
yeah.
aren't we talking about perversion here and deviant behavior, not normal behavior?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to say behind closed doors and curtains, there's all this going on, and I would be surprised?
That's what I'm learning in dealing with these guys, the Fantasy Gifts team. I mean, just when things that I think most average people would find to be deviant possibly are far more mainstream than I ever imagined.
And that's the thing, and that's why I think talking about sex is so important, because we find out things about each other, and I feel like these things are normal, and especially like how things are becoming bigger trends, like ass play for men.
Yep.
I think it's something that like
it's like the hair club for men, ass
sounds-
play for men,
exactly.
$19.95 a month.
What's that cologne you're wearing? It smells horrible. Ass play for men.
Well, like how it's like some guys who maybe are not so in touch with their sexuality, but they like things in their butt, and they're like, oh, it's gay, but it's not. It's like it feels good. There's your prostate there, so it feels good.
See, Michael says the only time you're gay is if there's a penis in your ass, if you're a guy. But other than that,
Yeah,
it's
right.
not. It doesn't count.
Can I tell you guys a secret, but it's not going to be a secret
No.
anymore?
Okay, go ahead.
I wore a foxtail last night.
Oh, really?
Yep. I wore a foxtail last night.
Did
It's his
Cello
thing.
Man ask, what does the fox say?
Oh.
No, but we both wore them. It was really fun.
Okay.
It was.
No, were these
totally
attached
weird.
or were these? They were attached.
They were
Okay.
attached to butt plugs.
Okay, that's what I was talking about.
Yep, that's exactly
Courtney,
what you were
everybody.
talking about. Hi, everyone. Please don't turn this show off.
Yeah.
I got laid in 2010. I don't mean to brag.
But it was a pony butt plug.
Yeah,
leg.
it wasn't my wife. Hey,
This is
let me
all
ask.
song material.
So, okay, what got you into this, Kelly? This is the interesting part. And now you talk a lot about this stuff, but where are you in your sex journey?
In my sex journey, well, and it's funny. I met up with Colleen, and when she wanted a partner to do the show with, it's like, how can you not do this? Because let's be honest, everybody has sex in some form or another.
No,
except for
well,
except for me.
you. Okay, you little sicko, you. No, but I mean, it's something that everybody does, and so how is that not interesting? And I started thinking about this the other day. I was like, how much time do I spend doing my hair and makeup? And it's like, if I spent that much time on other body parts, I don't, and other people did. The ones that nobody talks about, I don't think we'd need as many antidepressants. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, I just think the show is really bringing a lot of interesting information, and it always goes down into relationship stuff. Like, they won't sell you toys like for your partner to spring on your partner, because you can't return the stuff for obvious reasons, right?
There's no used dildo section.
This didn't
No,
fit.
the bargain bin. No, we don't have that, because you need a dude 24/7 with a hazmat suit. No, but they, so they just say, we want you to talk together or come in together and, shop together. So the conversation always goes down a path that I think touches pretty much everybody's lives in one way or another.
So then they won't allow single people to purchase these.
They will. All they're saying is, we don't want you to buy a toy and surprise someone if they haven't been mentally prepared and they're not kind of on board with it. Because if they get home and they're completely repulsed by it, it's like you can't really bring it back.
Oh, I have a visual right now because I'm Jewish here. Happy Hanukkah!
Have you found your own personal behaviors changing?
I've been a little more experimental, sure. Because, I mean, they bring all this stuff in and we look at it. And so then one of the stores is right by my house. So I research. I'm trying to see if I can write it off.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Oh my gosh,
Why not?
Sure.
Write it off to get off.
You talk to the auditor about that one.
Yeah, well, once you tell them the name of your show, it's going to be hard to argue.
Right.
This is all done for a show.
I needed that sparkly butt plug.
Oh my gosh, can I be your intern so I can write it off?
I know. You got to come in, Courtney, when Rusty comes in and Chuck. Yeah, you guys all have to come join us. It'll be so much fun.
The Great Northern Sexcast. But if you keep talking about butt play, it'll be the Great Southern Podcast.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Well, you want to hear what Courtney's up to?
Yeah.
Since
like
we've
we
reached
did
that point in the show. Yeah, there's...
Well, since I didn't go home last night, see, there was a thing on Jezebel that I wanted to talk about secret keeping, but I don't have my computer today because I didn't go home last night because I was wearing
a foxtail. Yeah.
So,
Was that a spur-of-the-moment thing then?
no, that's something that we discussed the night before.
That I kind of like foxtails.
But he told me, he's like, I have a tail fetish. And I was like, yeah, I'm into it. That sounds cool. Because I like butt play, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. And it was really fun. It's kind of like like being a kid again. Like you're just kind of prancing around the apartment naked with a tail hanging out of your butt. It's so weird. And then I said to him, Mom, do you want me to wear ears too? And he was like, yeah, sure. But I don't have ears yet. So apparently I'm turning into a furry, everyone.
My daughter wears like these things everywhere, but not up her butt, FY. But she loves tails. And if she, oh my God. Well, do you wash that in the dishwasher when you're done? On the more practical side, how do you keep it clean?
There is definitely cleaning work that has to be done afterwards, but he's doing it apparently.
Maybe not. You need to ask that question.
Does the prancing and the butt plug furry tail lead to intercourse, or you just prance around?
Not for me. I may never have intercourse again after this story. I'm done.
That's the great thing, Chuck. It depends on what you're into. If you're not into it, then it won't lead to it. If you're into it, it leads to it.
Rusty?
Yeah, that's true.
I want to go home.
Rusty and I are in the corner shaking, hugging.
You thought Jeff DeBay reading Tina Ness was going to be.
Well, let's get to something more lighter. Let's get to crime.
Oh, perfect.
I'm just trying to work my way off this show, apparently, by being so offensive.
No, you're perfect. You're wonderful.
This does not involve butt plugs, butt
I like
play.
that we've followed your journey so far, and you've actually scored.
And thank you, the cellist, for being okay with me talking about it.
That weird dude with the fucking thing in his ass.
Yeah, I'm deflated. I got nothing. Nothing. This is it. The crime story of the day. Polite homeless thief returns blanket with note saying, "It's really itchy." A homeless man who broke into a car to borrow a blanket returned it with a polite note. The thief owned up to the crime, but was quick to tell the owner that his blanket was really itchy. Great-grandfather, age 82, and this is an Australian story, left his car outside while visiting family. He didn't realize it had been broken into until he arrived home the next day and found a note in the boot.
That's a trunk in
thank
Australia.
You for translation.
My mother's English.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Cheerio. You got to call her again.
Mr. Palin said, and this is a direct quote, dramatic, "I saw the blanket that we normally toss in after using for picnics folded neatly with a note. It was obviously a male or female of some education who've written in the way they did. Thank you, P.S. Your blanket was itchy. I washed the blanket after that because I was concerned about it being itchy." Polite criminals! You would never see this story featured in North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, St. Paul, anywhere. Forget it. Maybe the itchy part, but it'd have a big F you. F you, your blanket sucks. Keep your car locked, asshole, and I left a dookie in there.
Not in Minnesota. We're nice.
Yeah. Not like Australia nice. Jolly good. Thanks for using the blanket. This is not my Australian accent.
You gotta widen.
Oh, well done.
Widen.
Yeah.
I can't do it either.
I was down under your blanket.
Down under.
Yeah, it was lovely.
The nails.
Got another one?
Yes, I do.
Was that the good one, by the way?
Yeah, that. I told him. I said I have a good one and a mediocre one, which means I have a crappy one and a really sucky one.
Right,
online suitor stole a woman's car during first date.
What?
This is out of Watership Township, New Jersey. Exactly what I'd expected. Authorities say a man who allegedly stole a woman's car during their first date last month has been captured. Thank
there'll be
God.
no second date.
No, don't count on it, Rusty. These women always go back. Oh, my God, you're such a dick. You stole my car. We only met once, but want to go out?
Yeah.
Waterford
All women.
Township.
All women.
You're gonna have to drive.
Yeah.
You said you'd call.
53-year-old Gerald Teets was arrested Saturday after the vehicle, which had been
Gerald Teets?
Yeah, nice. Very nicely done. Which had the vanity plate Jersey Girl was spotted in Cherry Hill. Teets and the woman, identified only as a New Jersey resident, became acquainted online and decided...
Of course, on this show, the
Yes.
person's name is Tits. Whatever, go on.
Yeah. He went by the nickname Gooch.
Oh, of course.
At some point during the evening, Teets got the woman's car keys and took her vehicle, probably shortly after he dropped a roofie in her drink and stuck a foxtail up her ass.
Now you're just editorializing.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you, this is. I used to be a cop. This is how this shit goes. Trust me, it always involves a foxtail every damn time. So yeah. Anyways, the car has been recovered, and there's no statement of whether these two are back together, but I assure you they are.
In your 20-some years, did you ever pull someone over who was having road sex?
Yeah, I saw that happened actually probably more than you would think.
As long as we're in the gutter, I'm going to keep the conversation going this direction.
I have a bid to bring my old motorcycle partner in, and one summer as we worked downtown Minneapolis on motorcycles, we pulled up at a stoplight right by Bunkers on our very loud police Harleys side by side, and sat through a green light next to two chicks going to town.
Two chicks?
Yes, and we promptly arrested the driver.
You didn't
for
recognize
DUI.
Courtney?
They waited
She
till
was
they
wearing
were
a fox
finished, though, before they slapped the cuffs on him.
No, we had to finish too.
Right,
And
I know.
Yeah. Do you see this? I see this. Yeah, let's finish, and then we'll pull them over. Yeah.
Did you pull him over?
Oh yeah, we arrested her for DUI. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
she was drunk.
It was a first date. They had met online. They had a hookup, and it was a first date. And then he had to walk home, and she went to jail.
Oh,
you said two
yeah,
chicks.
Two chicks. Sorry, two
Yeah.
chicks. It was two chicks. It was two chicks.
Okay.
Kyle will verify that. Did I say he? I meant
You
he.
did say he.
Maybe it was a he. She. I had a foxtail in my mind, but yeah. Kyle, I remember looking at him. And we're seriously. It's a green light. There's no vehicle. It's like 2:00 in the morning, downtown Minneapolis. It's me and Kyle sitting on our motorcycle. You can't miss those things.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting right next to them, 2 feet from their car, while the car.
What kind of sex can you have at a stoplight?
They were getting. I mean, well, it wasn't like full blown
There was no
upside down.
scissoring.
Yeah, there was very little, but there was. I mean, they were going at it. There was
Were they
actual.
both in the driver's side of the car?
One
why am I asking these questions?
Yep.
Because,
Yeah, wait a minute.
Because you're a reporter.
Yeah.
That's what you
He
do.
wants details.
Yeah.
But I remember looking at Kyle. We're just this is happening. They don't see us at all. No, they don't see us at all. This is great. That was awesome. The hard part was getting her to jail on the back of that motorcycle, but it was kind of sexy.
Being the movie guy, I think it's only appropriate that we play one of my favorite scenes from the cinema of all time.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Nice.
Oh. Right. That's right. I forgot. You're a man.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just that all men are sure it never happened to them, and most women at one time or another have done it, so you do the math.
You don't think that I could tell a difference?
No.
Get out of here.
We know what this is, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, just
Barry
came in.
Mantel. After this, I'm going to ask if you guys have ever faked it.
I have.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Oh.
This show is so messed up.
We are going really far with
Oh, yeah, right there. Oh. Oh.
That's Meg Ryan.
Oh. Oh, God.
It's a lot different listening to it.
Yes.
Than watching it.
Yes. 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 Oh. Oh, yes. 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 Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh.
Gotta wait for the
Yeah, for the line.
waiter comes over.
I'll have what she's having.
That's
So you already answered. You guys have faked it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Why, you evil women? You're like, I got things to do. I'm done.
Being completely honest,
Yes.
I discovered early that it took me a very, very long time to orgasm. And so it was sort of an experiment that I played with some dude where I was like, well, I'm going to see if I can... because I didn't want to tell him, I was young enough that I didn't want to express that to him. It was like shameful for me. So I decided that I was going to fake it. And then each time we did it, I was just going to elongate it and keep elongating it until I would eventually have a real one.
You were helping him out.
So, well, I was trying to help myself out. But then it ended up going the opposite way where it was like, I just made it shorter and shorter and shorter because I was getting bored.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you hum?
Did I hum? I did not hum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always hum.
Yeah. Chuck's a hummer.
No.
Oh.
Only for her. Joey, you know who you are. We still joke about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Kelly, you're married, right?
I am divorced.
You're
but
divorced.
Yep. And I'm in a
Don't be
long-term
bitter.
relationship.
Don't be
No, I'm
bitter.
good. Oh, it was the
Yeah.
best thing. It was for both of us.
Yeah, you need to move on.
Yeah, we like each other better than we ever did when we were married now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
And you faked it with him.
Oh, yes, I certainly did. Yeah, I did. I mean, it depends. I think you would attest, Courtney, that sometimes in different relationships and for different reasons, there might be a reason that you would fake it. But then there's times where it's like, oh, hell no, you are going to stick with this until I am, ready to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of depends. I hate to say it, but,
What I do is I moan just like that, and then I throw a bucket of talcum powder.
Somebody was telling me about how a guy faked it with him recently, and she was trying to find the ejaculate, and he ran off to the bathroom and wouldn't
So he faked it.
He faked it. Yeah.
Oh.
And
He
she
was like, this is not working with me. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm done. Yay.
He
I
ran
wonder,
scurried
though,
away.
If that's a problem for a guy, there must be even more shame around it because it's like it's so expected that guys do it every time.
Yeah.
Like we understand that it's a little more difficult, at least for a partner to make a woman come.
Yeah.
But for a dude, it's like it's expected that it's so
Yeah.
mechanical and so easy,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't happen. Anyway, all I'm saying is I understand, dude, who ran to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I just made a motion like I was holding him like a baby and stroking his head. By the by.
If only he had a butt plug, things would be so much
game
better.
changer. Game changer.
So your show today has the swinger person. Anything else we can listen to if
yeah.
we're brave enough?
Yeah, right.
Nah.
I have no idea where this one's going to go. Our fearless leader, Colleen, is out today, so she's not going to be there. So it's going to be me, Michael, and one of the other crew members from Fantasy Gifts, and then the swinger person. And quite honestly, I've never had my hands, or in a studio locked up where they can't get away from me. Somebody that is connected to something like this. So I'm just going to go downtown bang and ask everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Like what?
do you watch? I mean, when you set up these events, I mean, are people just indiscriminately screwing all over the place? I mean, I want to know.
I was at a bachelor party in northern Wisconsin, and dude rented a party bus, and we were out in the woods, and he said, let's go hit these little hole-in-the-wall bars. And the one bar, there was a giant bouncer suddenly, and my buddy's like, this guy's never been here before. He goes, nope, bar's closed tonight. And they were like, what? And then so we all stumbled away to our party bus, but then the guy goes, hey, Rusty, you want to come in? And I'm like, I'm like, well, what's going on? Private party, come on in. And I went in, and there was sex everywhere.
Oh my
Really?
god!
A swinger party had rented out this northern Wisconsin. I come back out, I'm like, dudes, you're not gonna believe what's inside.
And you were high profile at the time. You didn't need that shit. That would have been.
Well, I just looked around. I'm like, oh, look at the pool table. Oh, look at over here. I'm like, they're not playing pool.
I may be the only dude in history that hates strip club, and here's why: I hate getting all worked up and going home. So a bunch of us went to a strip club one time. I said, I'm only going if I can have a shtick. So I played a deaf mute guy.
Oh.
And everyone was playing up to me, and I had fake sign language. Like, hey, don't that is it's so fun. And the strippers loved me. They were sitting on my lap, and they were combing my hair. Oh, you're so cute. And don't get it decided. What is it doing? And it was so fun.
Oh my God, Chuck.
But one of them leaned into me and goes,
So
you're really cute, but so help me God, if you're fucking with us, we will find out.
Really?
Why'd you yelling at me? Why'd you yelling at me?
Are you? Did she
I'm
really
not
did
kidding.
that?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
and but
you threw in Rain Man. You weren't just hard of hearing.
Yeah.
You made him.
Oh, they were doing sign language, and they were trying to talk me down with their. That was a really fun night. What are you guys doing
the bottom
tonight?
line with strip clubs is the strippers hate you. They're in a place in their life that they don't want to be
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this,
they're-
and they look at you like, F you,
Yeah.
piece of crap.
Give me
See?
$20.
And that's why I feel like I love strip clubs, because I go in and I feel like the strippers are like, oh, thank God a sister's here. Yeah. So I walk in and like, I mean, I've only been to a couple, but I went to BJ's a few months back.
Oh my God.
An
Yeah.
aptly
Oh,
named.
Yes.
icky.
But I was literally sitting up against the stage, like talking to this
There's a
gal.
place
She's,
called
like,
BJ's?
slapping her butt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's up
Where's
on.
that?
It's on North off of Broadway and like
On
94
Washington. Yeah,
area.
it's right there.
Because Jennifer's birthday's coming up. I'm trying to find a place to go.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
go to the Double Deuce. Every year our pedal pub would go to the Double
the
Deuce.
Double Deuce.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, the strippers. If you go, I was on a business trip with a bunch of guys. We were consulting out there near Wausau, and we went to this like little pub. It was like a neighborhood pub. So it was a house, almost kind of like we are at the studios in the middle of other houses, only it's like this bar. Strippers come popping out, and they just chat you up. Those Northwood strippers, they corn-fed and chattier than shit. I'm telling you.
And a lot of them should not be taking their clothes off.
No.
Probably not, but they
Pay
were.
to keep it on, please.
Hey,
highly
you know
amusing.
what? There is an audience for everybody, is what I say.
Yeah.
You know, somebody is everyone's got a body type. Everybo's got a type that they like.
Bring your
And
foxtail.
so I think everyone should take their clothes off, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to go home.
Right now.
Yeah, I do too. I want to go take a shower without a butt plug.
Who do we have on the show tomorrow?
We have Corey Adam on the show tomorrow, and he is a local comedian, but he just put out an album called No Joke, which is literally an album with no jokes. It's just crowd work, which is a really difficult thing for comedians.
Which is like what Don
to
Rickles
do.
made a career out of.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have Corey on the show. I think maybe we should call my mom tomorrow, too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
idea.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell her what you've been up to.
As if I'm not recording it on an internet
Yeah,
podcast.
she's-
that's true.
She can
She's
listen to it.
listening, Courtney.
Oh, boy.
She's gonna be, if she listens to this, she's going to be so mad.
Well, I guess everyone, I apologize.
Please.
But thanks for listening. Oh, yeah, you got something?
Don't forget, you can find us at our website, www.twincitieshitshow.com.
It's a nice website, by the way.
It's very nicely done by Courtney. And our Facebook/Twin Cities Hit Show, and on Twitter, at Cities Hit Show. Tell
If
your
you're
friends.
seeing a bad word in there, you've written it right.
We put extra stuff on the Facebook, and we'll be on the website. So, yeah, check it out.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. Yeah. And by the way, the website is just one page right now, but we are going to be having a calendar. We'll have a gallery of photos going up, and we're going to have bios about us. So everything you need to know, a little form to
amazing.
ask us some questions.
Just amazing.
I want to go home.
All right. 9:30 tomorrow, people.
It's over. The hit show is over. You've been listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck. Now go home, unless you're already home.